The Whispering Man, a terrifying horror story that will haunt your dreams. Emily and her husband, Jake, had just moved into an old Victorian house on the outskirts of town. The house was beautiful but had been abandoned for years. The locals whispered about its dark history, but the couple brushed off the rumors as superstition. On their first night, Emily awoke to a faint whisper. It was too soft to understand, but it sent chills down her spine. She turned to Jake, who was sound asleep. Convinced it was just her imagination, she pulled the blanket over her head and forced herself back to sleep. Scene 2, the dark hallway. A few days later, Emily was unpacking when she noticed a tall mirror in the hallway. It had an ornate frame covered in dust. As she wiped it clean, she froze, her reflection was delayed, lagging behind her movements. A whisper echoed behind her. Emily, She spun around, heart pounding. No one was there. That night, she told Jake, but he laughed it off. Old houses make weird noises, he said. But Emily couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching her. Scene 3, the shadow in the mirror. One evening, Emily stood before the mirror again. This time, she noticed something horrifying. A shadowy figure stood just behind her reflection. She whipped around. Nothing. But when she looked back, the figure had moved closer. The whispering grew louder. Let me in, Emily screamed. Jake rushed in, but the mirror was normal. You're just stressed, he assured her. Get some rest. But Emily knew, something was in the house. Scene 4, the truth. Determined to uncover the mystery, Emily visited the town's library. She found an old newspaper article about a man named Victor Halloway, who once lived in their house. He had been obsessed with mirrors, believing they were portals to another world. He vanished without a trace. Some say he was trapped inside. Emily returned home, trembling. She covered the mirror with a sheet, but the whispering didn't stop. That night, she dreamt of Victor, his hollow eyes staring at her, his lips murmuring the same chilling words. Let me in. Scene 5, the final night. Emily woke up to the sheet on the floor. The mirror was uncovered. Her reflection grinned at her, but she wasn't smiling, A cold hand touched her shoulder. She turned, screaming. Jake ran into the room, but Emily was gone. The only thing left was the mirror. In its glass, a new reflection stared back, Emily's face, trapped in silent terror. And behind her, Victor Halloway whispered.